Hello, wonderful students. This is Miss Lucero. Today I'm going to teach you guys a science lesson about animal characteristics. Before you start, I want you to go ahead and begin your notebook. Please write the date, March 31st, and you'll write the title and a sentence that describes what we're learning about. You'll also want to write these sentence stems because we will be filling in the blanks as we go along with the video. So I'm going to go ahead and start to read the title and talk about what we're learning about. Animal characteristics. Now, animals may have many characteristics, but we're talking about the physical characteristics that help animals survive in the environment. So some things that help the animal survive would be movement and food and even shelter. So those are kind of like basic needs that animals need to survive. So we'll be writing about that. So on these sentences, we wrote a fish can live in the, so this is the environment. So an environment is where an animal lives. Now here on this sentence, the helps a fish move in the water. So we're going to talk about what part of the animal helps a fish move in the water. Number 3 here says it's something helps the fish to breathe underwater. So we're going to be talking about what body part helps the fish to breathe underwater. And finally, I did this one, so you guys are going to tell me what this animal characteristic helps the fish to do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now I want you guys to draw fish. It's very easy. So like when I draw fish, I draw kind of like the back here, and then here I will draw like an eye, and I would also draw the body of the fish and the fish's back fin. I would draw maybe like the little parts of the mouth. Now fish have different types of mouths, so we're talking generally about any type of fish. And then they have this kind of dorsal fin, and then of course this other fin that helps them to move. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and label the parts of the fish. So here we have the dorsal fin. Okay, we have the back fin, and I'll go kind of a little bit slower so that you can write these two. Okay, we also have the eyes, and we have the mouth. Okay, we also have this part, which is also called a fin. And I'll give you just a moment to write those down. There's something that we're missing because all animals need to breathe oxygen. All living creatures need oxygen in order to survive. So we're going to start here by drawing the gills, and I'm going to create an extra one. Gills. Okay, say that to yourself right now. Gills. We're going to go over the animal characteristics of a fish, and then you will do the sentences. So here it says dorsal fin. Say it back to me. Back fin. Eyes. Mouth. And fin. So we're going to go down here and start on the sentences. Before we start, I want you to name the environment. So you're going to write a definition here, environment. It's kind of spelled strange, so I want you to pay attention to how it's spelled. Environment. And I know that this doesn't really sound when you say environment, so it has kind of an O that sometimes we don't hear if we don't pronounce it. correctly. So number 1 is about the environment. So environment, remember, is where an animal lives. So we have our own environment as well. Environment is kind of a broad term. An environment can mean where an animal lives, it can mean where you live, or it could be used also as a word to describe nature. So we're going to go ahead and start with the answer for this question. A fish can live in the, so this word the means that there's only one. So this word is ocean or a river, right? Because they can live in different types of water, but ocean and river are the type of environment where a fish lives. So we're going to go to number 2. Something helps a fish move in the water. So if I look up here at my diagram of my fish, I know that these different types of characteristics help the fish to move. So I would write the fins. If I could want to be more specific, I can add dorsal fin or back fin, but I'm going to just write fin because that's a general term. Now on number 3, it's something helps a fish to breathe underwater. So I remember that we drew these tiny gills on the fish. Now this is where the water comes in and filters out the water and to get the oxygen from the water so the fish can survive. So its gills help the fish to breathe underwater. The reason that we're taking this S off is because this subject is plural. So I need to read these sometimes and to see if there's one more, because fin is singular, but gills, since it has this S, does not get an S on the verb. Its gills help the fish to breathe underwater. We're going to go to number 4. The fish's mouth. Okay, so the mouth, here we go. And I know that it helps the fish to, well, we all know that our mouths are used to eat. So remember that when you write the word eat in English, that it has 2 vowels, and the first one says its name. It says eat. There you go. And I want you to practice saying these with me. I'm going to read them one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and end. So here we're going to read this word, environment, where an animal lives. Number 1, a fish can live in the ocean or a river. Say that to yourself now. Good. Number 2, the fins help a fish move in water. Say that to yourself now. Number 3, its gills help the fish to breathe underwater. Say that to yourself now. Number 4, the fish's mouth helps the fish to eat. Say that to yourself now. When you're finished with your journal entry, make sure that your mom sends me a picture on Class Dojo so that I can give you 2 points for doing this assignment. Stay tuned for another assignment tomorrow where we will draw a diagram of a bird and describe its animal characteristics. We are going to talk about the physical characteristics that help animals survive in its environment. Thank you. Have a good day.